This is the Night Owls Disc Golf Podcast. I'm Shane
I am JP.
with the snap and a thumbs up.
And the thumbs up.
And if we had the camera, that would have been great.
Yes, it would. Hey, we're working on it. We now have...
We do. It's on the desk or it's on the table. It looks so nice over there.
It does. It's just standing there, not
It
doing
is.
anything
Nope,
right
not
at
a
the
thing.
moment. But it is cool.
Yep, we got to figure out a microphone
Situation.
Once we figure out the microphone situation, we'll be up and going.
Is it like one of those things where we're going to have to get a soundboard? Maybe?
I hope you're smarter than I am because it might be where the direction we need to go.
Yeah. We'll have to figure something else to figure out.
Yeah, I'll test it over the next week or so, and then I'm gone for a week.
Yes. Programming note. Shane is gone for...
Yes, I will be gone. So maybe JP might fly solo,
Maybe.
or not.
Short episode.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the week of the first tournament, right? Yeah. During Supreme Flight. Yeah.
Yep, it's the Supreme Flight.
Oh,
so,
boy.
but I will be back that Sunday though.
Okay.
So I'm missing this next Sunday, but then I'll be back the following Sunday. So, doordisc.com where you can get all your disc golf needs. And check out our links on Insta. So Instagrams, the door_disc_golf and night_owls_pod. And then do us a favor. Give us a like, a share, a follow on all of our podcasting platforms. So YouTube, Spotify, Tuned In, wherever you listen to us. If you're listening to us, make sure you leave us a like, a share, comment. Just help us come up those boards. We've been doing this for a long time, 180 episodes in the books. This is our 181st. Mm-hmm. So, been doing it a long time. And we've gone up and down. But, yeah, give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow, give us a comment. Get a rating. Is there anything else you can do?
Not much.
Give us a listen, a download.
I do leave a poll or a comment, just, every once in a while. Someone did actually comment on Zach Melton.
Ooh.
They said that he did. I don't have my phone because I can't look at the comment right now, but mentioned that Zach Melton might have done some commentary for Ace Run Productions for the Savannah Open.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know if that's. I don't think that's considered.
Is that Pro Tour?
Live?
Technically, I thought these were Pro Tour podcast. Or
yeah, that's what I thought it
broadcasters.
was too.
Yeah.
And I have no way of really going in and looking except going through every single Pro Tour thing. No. But yeah, the Savannah Tour is more like a B tier, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot. And I know it's always early in the season.
You're talking Savannah, Georgia?
Yeah,
or,
Savannah,
okay.
Georgia, I believe.
That would be a beautiful place to play, I feel.
Yeah.
Savannah's really pretty. Mm-hmm. Savannah's really pretty. I'm sure it's not in Savannah, but I'm sure it's near Savannah, but even still.
And then I also put out just a poll that I asked, did the flipping of disc golf happen? One person said yes, and then
really?
A couple people said no. So
did they give it what, or was it just a yes or no?
Yeah, I just had a yes or no. I didn't have anything after or maybe or anything like that. I just gave a couple just yes or no. That was it.
Just a big yay or nay, and
big
they
yay
gave a yay, and
yeah,
I'm still not seeing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gibby's not talking about it too much.
No, he did actually. He made a video the other day. Mm-hmm. Interesting video. Did you see it?
I watched a little bit of it and then I fell asleep.
Okay. It was the one. I mean, he just put another one with AB talking about them combining to go 1060 rated during a tournament or something.
Okay.
That's something completely different. The one that I thought was interesting that he put out is he was asking for help with his golf profile on Instagram.
Okay.
And following that and liking it. And so his idea is that if he can grow this account, he can start collabing with other big golf influencers and then introduce disc golf to them and hopefully do some collaboration that way or try to reach a broader audience, regular golf audience.
So he's stepping outside the box.
Yep, trying to step outside the box a little bit.
I like it. And I think that's a good possibility because I think the crossover between the two fundamentals are pretty darn close. As far as the game fundamentals.
Yes.
As far as movement fundamentals, they're not. Not even close. But
no.
Yeah, it'd be neat to see some crossover. How cool would it be to see Rory out there,
Right. I mean, I think Bubba Watson might play. And there's somebody else too that I know.
There, who's the guy that hits like 75 miles? DeChambeau?
Yeah, Bryson.
Bryson, yeah.
Yeah, I
believe he plays too.
I think so.
Or
I
he
think you're
has
right.
played.
Yeah.
Let's say that. So that's pretty cool. So this cold is still hanging on, dude.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it is, man, but like, what has it been, like 3 weeks now?
Oh, that's rough.
2.5 weeks,
Well,
but
my coworker was out this week for 3 or 4 days. She caught the RSV.
what's the RSV?
It's like the upper respiratory. It's a virus.
Oh.
It kind of came around the same time as COVID. So
Okay.
she's like bleaching everything down in the office.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, at least I know I didn't pass it on to you.
Right.
I don't think, 'cause none of my kids had it, or I
Well, even
had
if it doesn't matter. I mean, that's
Yeah.
how things happen, but it just sucks. Like, and that's what it is. It's like every morning I'm like coughing up hairballs and like,
Yeah, if it's a virus, you can't do anything for viruses. So that's
No,
it's rough. You just pass
'em run.
it through.
yeah. So I don't know. It's nice. Maybe I'll go get some, what is it? The hydroxychloroquine that everybody hates or loves. Is it like a horse thing or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. I don't know. I'll go down to Tractor Supply and start
What are you using this for? Just taking it.
my horse. That would be fun. And as I walk out, just like, do some horse noise. Start galloping out.
Yeah. Like the whole Monty Python. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right, I got a question. We're gonna go old school a little bit today. I'm gonna kind of structure it a little bit.
All right.
because it looks like you got most of the this time. I
I have something kind of planned out. Yeah.
okay. I like it. So I have a random question.
Ooh.
Here it is.
All right.
Why can't I read my own writing?
Uh-oh.
What story did your family always tell about you?
What story does my family always
Yeah.
tell about me?
Yeah, like when everybody gets together and someone like, oh, JP, you got to hear this story, and it's like the story.
No one really tells stories too much, but the story I would tell, the thing that I'm probably most known for is when I was 16 and a half years old.
Just a wee lad.
Just, yeah. I broke both my wrists at the same time, falling from dunking a basketball.
So you like hang onto the rim
I
too
grabbed
long?
onto the rim.
Okay.
My hands were slippery. I slipped off. I fell in a perfect push-up position and cracks across
Both of 'em.
both wrists at the same time.
And that's why you've never dunked since.
That's not true. I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know, low key, that's one of my goals within the next 2 to 3 years.
Nice. Yeah.
So I can touch bottom of the rim right now.
yeah.
And I'm a big dude. I think if I drop some weight and keep working on my vert, I think I can get it. So I'm probably 6 inches away, 7 inches away.
Shoot, I saw a statistic about this within the last year. I forgot the percentage of people in the world that can dunk, and it's very, very, very slim.
It's high.
Oh, it's high? I thought it was really small.
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, that's a big jump.
Oh, 10
Like, it's
feet. And to dunk a basketball, you actually need to get the ball up to 10.6
Okay, see, that's
to get
probably
it
where I'm
over
about
to
thinking,
get
yeah.
over the rim. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's nothing shy of impressive because
No.
that's for most people. Let's say you raise up your, it's a 32 to 36 inch vertical.
Yeah.
That's
So
a decent vertical for an average man.
you need to squat at least 1.5 times your weight to propel the amount of force to dunk.
Okay,
Is what I've heard. It's like 1.5 to 1.75.
okay, 1.5 would be. I'm not there.
Okay.
Definitely not there.
Yeah.
I was at one point. I am not there anymore. But I can still touch the rim.
That's good.
So if I lower my weight, I'm pretty darn. I mean,
There's a lot of other mechanics to
Yeah.
work on, but the amount of force you need to is what I've heard is 1.5 to 1.75. But there's a lot of other things that come to factor, like fast twitch muscle fibers,
Right, yeah.
the amount of upward force you can like project, propel yourself up with your upper body, that
Yep.
kind of stuff.
Yep.
It takes a lot.
Jumping form is a real thing. And I remember for a short while in high school, it was actually high school going into college because I wanted it for like combine
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I needed my vert. So I went from like a 29 to a 37.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, it was.
Dang.
It was. But I did, with one of the basketball players, I did vert reps where it was just all jumping. And there was no workouts, no nothing, like jump and touch the backboard, jump
Yep.
and touch the backboard,
Yeah.
and basically until you can't jump. And then do like left leg jump, right leg jump, 1 step, 2 step. And it
Yeah,
was
there's
like,
a lot of plyometric stuff to do outside of just
it was
lifting
a lot,
weights.
yeah. It was a lot, but it was over about a year. And it worked out pretty well. I mean, I did it twice a week. And I mean, I went up, like 7 inches or something
Yeah.
like that. So
Cool.
wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. So the story that my family talks about, I think the one that's probably the most favored is there was a day. So I lived in California when I was young. I was maybe 8 or 9 years old, and I was being driven to see my father,
Yeah.
who was in Redlands, California.
Okay.
And we lived in Blythe, California, and it's about a 2-hour drive. Went there, visit my dad for a little bit, and then came back. And I don't know if like my dad was locked up at the time or if he was, I don't know what was. Like I don't remember that part of it, but I do remember the trip back and forth.
Yeah.
But one of the things that they always talk about is that I did not stop talking from the time we got in the car until we got there.
Yeah.
And then when we got in the car to come back, I never stopped talking. and my grandfather's like, he goes, I mean, it was entertaining. It was good questions. He
Yeah.
goes, but you never stopped. I was like, so 4 hours of just somebody talking?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man. Like nowadays, that would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
With like my son, that's how he is. Dad, what about this? You know this? Let me ask you a question. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, dude. Like seriously, can we just like, do you really want to know this, or are you just talking? So
Right.
So there you go. Yep.
I just thought of 2 other things real
Ooh,
quick.
let's hear it.
Okay. So one, I mean, these are just funny things that my dad brought up one day. When I was about 4 or 5, we were at a swimming pool. I jumped in and had like water wings on. These are before, the kids had the cool like
The vest that
vest
attaches to the
that-
wings.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you went like this.
So I jumped in. Exactly. I jumped in, arms straight up. Water wings come flying up, and I'm sitting. I was at the bottom of the pool, sitting at, like 6 feet down.
Just chilling.
Chilling. My dad sees me, jumps in, grabs me, gets me back up, like fully clothed. Like he was just sitting there, wasn't going to go in at all. Gets out, pulls out his wallet. His wallet is still dry.
That was how quickly he got
That's
in and
how
out.
quickly he got down to get me and get out.
Jeez.
And then the other one is we were staying at a resort, and they had a balcony, a deck, and the bars were pretty thin to do it. And I was out on the balcony, and I went through the bars onto the outside. I was hanging on and like shaking it, and he noticed me and like calm as can be, didn't like get rattled or anything. He's like, "Hey, there's some really good cartoons on." I was like, "Okay." I could just crawl right back through the bars and like go inside, and that's how he got me inside. Like,
How tall was this?
this was like 2 or 3 stories.
Oh, so if you would have fallen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like this was at the Landmark Resort.
Okay. Yeah,
in
yeah.
Egg Harbor. So like, just like a hop, skip, and a jump from here. But yeah, like it was like, probably
Do you
like
remember doing it?
not really.
Okay.
I like he brings it up and I'm like, okay, I can kind of like picture it, but like I don't remember it hardly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Ooh. So my very first bicycle accident was, and there's proof of it for my first grade picture. I don't remember a bit of it. I remember riding my bike that morning, and I remember going to school the next day. I don't remember anything else because I do kind of vaguely remember like going off the ramp, but then like doing the whole thing where I'm like on my front wheel, like, And I guess I came forward and just like smacked myself and knocked myself out. Big old gash across
dang.
my forehead and face. And that's when my mom was like, I didn't know, like, you were just limp. And she was
Yeah.
like, you were out forever until the paramedics got there and they finally got you revived and all that stuff. So that was a fun one, but I don't remember it. So, and it never left a big scar or anything. So it was pretty good. So, yeah, that's the only other one. I was just kind of a holy terror anyway. So there were so many things.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Dang.
What are we talking about?
Oh, okay. So here is what I have brought up right away. I've got some disc golf over-unders to start the season.
Okay. Okay.
So these are just a couple things just a couple names, couple people, things that I was curious. We're going to start out with Evelina. Over, under, one major this year.
So we'll call it 1.5. So I say,
Yeah, I have 1.5 down.
Yeah.
'Cause she won 2,
yeah.
but I said 1, but yeah, let's make it 1.5. She won Champions Cup and Worlds.
Okay, so Macy Valadiaz is back on tour. By the way, Macy Valadiaz re-signed with
Dynamic Discs.
Dynamic
That's
Discs.
an interesting story.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after this. So,
Kristen Lynn will be back full time because she was hurt and got married and all that
yeah,
stuff.
Kristen Ladd will be back. And then Holly Handley, Ella Hansen, under.
I am going under as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under.
Okay. Evelina also had 2 tour wins. So under, we'll say over under 1.5.
And we're talking European, the same thing.
Yeah, this was
It
just
counts as the tour wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the over on that.
Okay.
I think she will perform because I think Kristen is going to be here. So I think she will perform over there. But you still have Silva,
Yeah.
but I think she'll be here too.
For a little, yeah. I think it's gonna be one of those situations where they're either like all here at the same time and then go back at the same like
You think Kristen's going to be there? Because I feel like Kristen does the majority of her touring here.
true, but I don't know. It'll be interesting with the way the Pro Tour points worked out last year with the European Tour and them counting. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what she wants. What she does she want the nicer Porsche? By the way, she got another Porsche.
Yeah, I
Did you
see
notice that?
Yeah, I did see that.
What, she wants the nicer Porsche, or she wants to step out of Porsche and go to like Ferrari or like Bentley or something like that. Maybe it's like Land Rover a step up, or is it like a sideways step?
I think it's sideways.
Oh, okay. I like Land Rovers, by the way. I don't know why I'm going on to this. But
Okay.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over.
I think I'll take the over.
Okay.
I'll say she gets like 3.
Yeah. I'm thinking 2 for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if she has her putt, like, yeah, she'll be there. She'll be there. So it's all about her putt. If she has her putt, we're both wrong on the majors. As far as tour wins, I think even without her putt, she'll probably get 1.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Right.
I mean, 2. So, okay.
All right. Isaac Robinson obviously won Worlds last year. Over under half a major for Isaac.
So he has to win a major. Oops, excuse me. God, between Gannon and Ricky and AB, under.
Yeah, I don't think he gets any of this.
I don't think so either.
I think it's be tough. Rejuvenated Ricky this year.
Oh man,
It's gonna be tough.
And throwing Discraft, and he has something to prove now. He's in the shadow of Macbeth again, being under the same banner.
Yep.
I think there's so much there that he's gonna have a different fire under him. This year.
Right.
And with the competition between Burr and AB, man,
It's gonna be tough.
it's gonna be hard for anybody to squeak anything out.
All right. Gannon Burr. Not missing Gannon. Over under 9 wins.
Okay, so is it 8.5 or is it 9.5? Because I think that makes a difference for me.
Well, he got exactly 9, I believe, this year. That doesn't count as that didn't count majors. We'll say 9.5. I think he's gunning for 10.
Okay, so he's going for 10. I'm going to go with the over.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the over. Because but I just talked about Ricky. Just to gamble, I'm going to go with the over.
Okay. I'm going to take the under.
Okay.
Based
okay.
on Ricky and AB.
Yeah, and that's...
And I think there's some other people that could come into play.
Sure.
During the season.
Yeah. Well, there's always those course favorites. You know, when you get to certain courses, people just perform well and very consistently they show up at certain courses. So that's going to be a fact. Like when they get to Maple Hill, Lizotte is always going to be there.
Yeah. Or Music City. He plays well at Music City.
Yep.
He does well.
So I'm still going to take the over though, because if he truly is working on his forehand, and it is like he's like kind of downplaying it the last time I heard him talk about it, where he's like, man, it's like 350, 375 is all like that's a serious forehand.
And well, he had a video with Simon. He threw lefty on a hole. Like form's not great, but he has distance.
Yes.
He has lefty distance.
Yes.
Good lefty distance.
Oh man, see, like, yeah, he's got it all, and he knows. Like, he's very critical of what he does and how he does things. Man, I think he's on the verge of some greatness.
Yeah.
Well, he is great, and he's on the verge of more greatness.
Right. All right. Paul Macbeth. Over under half a win.
He didn't get a win this year.
He did not.
First time ever. He's old. He's got a baby.
I think you know what? I think the baby thing, even though he has it, he's probably used to it by now. You know,
I think so too.
Adjustment.
Yeah, I think so too.
Baby probably sleeps through the night pretty decent now.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
But is he dad mode? Like, because that's 2-3 years. You know, you know how it goes.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
Like, you have a 1 to 2 year old in your house, 3-year-old even.
That's a lot of energy draining you.
A lot of energy. You know, and especially when they're in that age, and I speak from experience because I'm in this right now, but they're in that age where they know what they want, but they don't know how to explain it to you.
Yeah.
They don't have words to match their desires. And it's very hard. Like, it's very, like, do you want this? Do you want this? You know, and it's mentally taxing. So that's a dual parent role. I'll take the over. I'll take the over on it. I think he gets a win, because we're not talking like a major win or a Pro Tour win. We're just talking a win.
I was thinking like, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, like, or we could say Pro Tour, because like I feel like I'm gonna take the over because like I feel like he can sneak a win in Europe. Like even though he didn't last year, he will definitely sneak. I think he'll get a win in Europe.
I think he will too. I think Europe is going to be a little bit more popular for the U.S. tour, the tourers of the U.S.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so too. Because that doesn't pull the highest of competition up there, especially for some of them, because he always goes over there for like a month.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing at least three tournaments besides the European Open, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, I think that's a good over. I think he has an ability to sneak one out here too.
Yeah, he does.
Like, Olympus is a very good possibility as long as he's putting in the time and effort. I mean, if he's not putting it in the back end as far as like business side of things, I think he has the ability, because I mean that's his course.
Yeah.
Like, he knows the ins and outs, I would hope. And it is a bit different from past, but he has a pedigree there. I mean, he's won quite a few times there.
Yeah.
Before he owned it.
Right.
So who knows?
All right. Kristen Lott, over under 6.5 wins.
Ooh, under.
Oh.
I do.
Okay.
I think under. I think there's some competition. We've named the ladies already. I think there's some competition that's going to split the field a bit more. And who knows if Paige Pierce shows up?
Yeah.
Because, you know, she's still not a bad disc golfer.
No, not at all.
If she shows up and she has her mind right, we're in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
those girls are in trouble. And you get some of these outliers like Haley King or, I mean, Missy Gannon. Like, they're kind of fringe,
Well, Missy Gannon's
Elite.
not fringe.
fringe elite.
Okay.
You think she's elite?
I think Missy's up there. Yeah.
Really? Okay. See, I would think if she's like an A tier player. She's like a second tier, like high level second tier, low level first tier.
I would say, okay, I would give her like an A plus.
Okay. Oh,
I think she's like, if Kristen's up there,
Kristen's like in a tier of her own, like elite, right?
right?
Okay. So she'd be like the A plus right below her.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. I don't think we're too far off. Yeah, I think you put her on a higher pedestal than I would, but
I mean, there's
She
a little
can
bit
be.
of consistency issues here and there, but I think she has the ability to turn it on when it really matters.
yeah.
For
Well,
people.
and you look at, ladies like Psy and Own, and they can show up at any tournament and win at any point. It's just if they do or don't.
Yeah.
Especially Own. Own is like an absolute sniper.
Yeah.
So I would. I'm gonna say under on it.
Okay. I'm going to say over just because I think
Okay.
being healthier and playing more tournaments,
Yeah.
that gives you more opportunities.
Sure.
So I think safely I'm going to say, I'm going to say she gets like 7.
Okay, so just over.
Just over.
Just over.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. Like, but the thing to keep in mind is like, she's part of the aging population.
True.
Like, she's got a lot going on in her life. Like, she's a true celebrity now.
Yeah. I mean,
There's some stuff that pulls her out of her 2021, 2022, Kristen. Like,
yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah, people are aware of her, but it's not like you're saying, like the celebrity aware. Yeah.
yeah.
Because she did actually just win Estonian, what was it, Player of the Year, I believe. She was at a
Yeah. Yeah.
she was at a award ceremony just like yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that.
Yeah, and she got recognized for being the first female 1,000 rated.
Yes, that as well.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So that's cool though. That's
That
cool
is
that they do
cool.
that. Yeah.
Alright.
No, it was the European PDGA
Yes.
ceremony.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, so like, but country-wise, she was, Estonian
Yeah.
Player of the Year, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And I finally saw her Nike ad. She posted it
Yes.
on her, and I downloaded
Instagram?
Instagram just recently again.
Yeah.
And I saw it.
Okay.
I was like, it's not. Everybody's making out to be like, oh, it's nice, and I'm just like, it's just sports bras. Like
Yeah.
it didn't give me like the sexy vibe that
know-
everybody was talking about.
So somebody posted a picture of her the other day, like in that, what she was wearing and everything, but the lighting is like kind of terrible. Like it doesn't do her any justice.
Sure.
It was like, because it was a mirrored image, and maybe it's because it was the mirrored image, and like both the dark were lining up, and then like the outside was the lighter image, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, it's not really doing it for me.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's weird too because we're not going to really, as print ads, we might see it.
Right.
But as far as television ads, we're not going to see that. It's European only. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, in Europe, I'm sure that's a pretty big deal. And like I said, that's on another level, like celebrity-wise. Like she's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like she's a really big deal over there. I mean, and how cool is that? Disc golf.
It is. It's cool.
Like that's pretty darn neat. And to have a company like Nike, whether you like Nike or don't like Nike is neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Whether you like lat or don't like lat, neither here nor there. But man, to be recognized like that and to be a disc golfer, that's awesome.
That is.
And Nike has a huge reach.
They do.
And if they're pushing that type of, advertising out there, like I kind of wish she would have been maybe a little more disc golfy. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because did she have a disc or anything in any of those? Like,
Yeah, she did.
okay.
Yeah, I think in the TV ad that I saw, I think it showed her like pulling through and everything.
Maybe
in the
I didn't
commercial.
see that part then.
Yeah.
I do remember one, like there was a picture where she was pulling through and her arm was just absolutely ripped.
Yeah.
Like it was incredible. It was like when they show, who was it? Ezra Aderhold.
Yes.
Do you remember that one?
Yes.
And they had that standstill of like when he was in his power pocket. I was like, holy moly. It was
Somebody
like
else just
guitar.
posted something talking about that, or talking about, I don't remember if it was Ezra or AB. They're like, oh man, I really want his forearms, or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a goal, I guess.
Yeah. All right, a couple more real quick.
Yep.
Over, under 2.5 wins for Ricky.
Oh, over.
Yeah.
Over.
Over. Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, I think there's a fire under him.
All right. Next, Gannon won last year $211,432. I think that's almost out of reach.
You think so? With the people that are playing in contention?
Yeah. So safely, I'm going to say over under $180,000. Somebody's going to win this year.
Somebody, not Gannon.
Doesn't have to be Gannon. I'm just saying somebody on Pro Tour earnings this year, somebody will reach $180,000.
Yes. Male.
Okay.
We're taking MPO?
MPO, yeah.
Okay. Because FPO, yes. MPO,
FPO, I would put safely at like 107,000.
107.
Because I think that the Missy this year,
Wasn't she like at 160, 170?
no, she was at like 105.
I swore she was higher than that, but I could be wrong. Because I thought
I thought that's what I saw. It was 105.
Wasn't she the first person ever to go over 120?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe I misread that.
I think that maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I swear there was a FPL player. Who
I
was the
could have
first time.
sworn Kristen set the all-time record like 2 years ago, and then Missy just went over 100,000 this past year. Like, but I
Okay.
could have sworn I saw she had 105 or
Okay.
104.
I give that and the payouts. Worlds is where Europe, right? This year.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the under.
Okay. Yeah, Missy this year says she has 104,150. At the DGPT championships alone for her career, she's won 120,000.
Okay, maybe that's what it
Yeah.
was. Okay.
So she's won like on average 40,000 or something like that.
She's a year.
Yeah, for just winning, for the championships that she's won, which is crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Good for her.
All right, last one. We have the Dodgers of disc golf.
Wait, you didn't give the over or under.
Oh,
for you.
I'm gonna say under.
Okay, so we're both
I think
unders.
I could see somebody getting in the 165 to 175 range, possibly.
Okay.
I think there's just gonna be a lot of the spirit,
Yeah. Well, and I don't think there's as much money this year in payouts as far as, but who knows? There's always
Right.
surprises.
There is
but
always surprises.
I don't think there's as much money, and it doesn't look like Worlds will have the same cash payout as it did this past
okay.
year. Also with UC.
Yeah.
But who knows? Well, with being in Europe,
Yeah.
who knows if
Right.
it will or won't be? But
Oh, I got something fun to say about that, about Worlds in a second too.
okay.
So okay, last over under team Discraft. This includes everybody.
Yeah.
Over under 12 wins is it for the team on the
Over.
roster? Yeah.
Over. Over. Like for MPO only, or this is the entire roster?
Entire roster.
Oh, over.
Okay, let's
Over.
see. If Rick goes over, because I was thinking like Rick, because AB had 4. Mm-hmm. Missy had.
you got
guess-
Missy,
yeah. I guess
you
she
got Pierce, you got Macbeth, you got AB, Ricky. Did I say Ricky already?
Yeah, probably.
You got
Hamas.
Yuli. I don't know if he's really.
Corey Ellis.
Yeah, Ellis.
Brody.
He's gonna take one down for
Ezra
sure.
Robinson.
Yeah, what's the over under on 0.5 with Brody? I would take the under.
Sorry, but big changes are coming.
yeah.
Big changes.
Did he say anything else?
I haven't seen anything else lately. Maybe I set that too low.
What a tease.
What do you think a good over under is for Team Discraft? That does seem a little low.
I don't know if that's actually low because you said 17.
No, I said 12, but I originally had
Oh.
put 14.
Oh,
But then I changed it to 12. But
I think 14 to 15 is going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think if they get over that, that's really impressive. Because there's a lot of A tiers out there.
well, I mean,
Like
like
you talk about Pro
Pro
Tour
Tours.
and majors. I mean, it's only in the 20s,
yeah,
right? Isn't it like 27 total?
yeah.
Something like that. So, man, yeah. I mean,
you're
they
talking
would have to
about-
take 75% of them, basically.
Playing against Gannon, that's gonna be tough too.
I guess so. And you got Isaac in there, who he can sneak one or two
Yeah.
out. I don't
And
see it
and,
happening.
Like
but
same thing with Calvin or like
Yes.
anybody on. you
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah. We haven't even mentioned him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 12 is a good number, but I'll still take the over. I think 13 would be good. You know, like if you're doing 12 and a half, like I think 13 is a possibility.
Yeah.
I really do.
I can see that. I
really do.
I can see them getting
Yeah.
that.
Well, especially with FPO in there because Missy sneaks him out. You know, Paige might sneak him out, but Paige is being awfully quiet, by the way. Pierce,
Yes, very.
awfully quiet.
Yes.
Like no posting whatsoever.
I
About
haven't
nothing.
seen much. No.
Usually she's posting about Hawaii at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Huh.
I know.
hopefully everything's okay. I know, even Van Lannon. I didn't even notice anything about her.
Oh, she's posted some things here and there. It was just her dad's birthday, actually. It was just Jim's birthday the other day, and they
was
went
it?
to some concert, I guess, in Nashville, somewhere around there, or
Oh, cool.
Asheville. Asheville,
Asheville,
yeah.
Carolina.
Not Carolina, but it is
Tennessee.
North Carolina or
Yeah,
South
North
Carolina.
Carolina,
Yeah. So, Asheville,
I've been to
Tennessee.
Asheville before. It's a nice place.
Yeah.
It's a nice place. They have a good disc golf course there. I don't remember which one it is, but they do have a good one there.
Right on.
I remember being there and going, huh.
Anywho, that is it for my over and
All right. I
unders.
like it. That was a new one. I enjoy that one. Let's talk Ricky a little bit.
Okay.
Ricky officially being, and everything's kind of settling in. They're talking about the release of the Ricky Raptor. They're talking the release of his new putter, which has the Raptor skin putter,
Yes. Yeah.
which will be available beginning of next month.
Yeah, I think they said March 7th.
Yeah.
Or something. I think that's the day.
So very daggerish.
Yeah.
And we'll see, like what it looks like. But it's a putter. Like, I guess my big thing with coming out with your disc, the very first disc you come out with is a putter. People don't change their putters very often.
No.
And that's like, if you want to talk about, because I was listening to Staggered Stance, and he was talking about losing money on, the marketing and putting out the goods and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
If things were, leaked about his sponsorship.
Yeah,
and stuff.
right.
And he said that making the appropriate choices for the, good launches for clothing and all that stuff, I think that has the same thing to do with discs. Like, your putter you can get your putter, go ahead and start using your putter, get it approved, do all that stuff, but your first release should be a driver or a fairway
Yeah.
because that's what people are going to want
Yeah.
as far as buying them, because they will buy them to throw them. The putter, now the Raptor skin is intriguing to me.
It's intriguing.
Is it Rakuten-ish? Do you remember that? Rakuten
Oh yeah,
Michelin?
they're dimpled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like
Very
little
much so.
cross hatches
Well,
on them.
What was it? The Cenis for a while didn't it have the
it had the thumb grooves that were.
yeah, or whatever it was, like sandpaper on top
Yeah,
or whatever it
yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I heard him talking about the putter, and he's like, "Oh, it's textured on top." And I was like, "Well, is it textured because that's like for grip, or is it just textured like because of the way the stamp is?" Like, I didn't know if that was like something that was going to help it, with grip or anything, but.
Yeah, he kind of did it. He explained it, and the way he explained it was it's a Raptor skin, and it's kind of holographic.
Yeah, right.
So I'm wondering if it is just a stamp that's on top, or if it is truly like some sort of texture
Yeah.
in the top of the disc,
Yeah.
in the mold, which I think would be really cool.
That'd be crazy.
Because he's not a huge spin putter. He's a spush putter, right? And he has that big, lofty.
Yeah, kind of.
So I'm wondering if the grip is. I wonder why. I wonder why. But I'm interested. I think he missed it. Like I said, I think he should have put out a fair driveway for.
Fairway driver.
Fair drive, been plowing too much. A fairway or a driver first. I think he probably would have made a lot more money that way. But I think once he does, I mean, they'll go. They'll go.
Yeah.
And if they do release the Ricky Raptors, I'm sure those will go as well.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, because I think around the same time as the launch of Ricky's putter, because like he already has the Raptor out. Paul they're launching the Captain's Raptor as well.
The fourth gen.
Yeah,
the fourth
right.
run.
But I think it's going back to kind of that 2021 era of like when the Captain's Raptor. I think that's what Paul had said.
Okay.
Because he and Bob did a video the other day.
Well, that's his favorite one.
Yeah,
That's
so I
his
think
favorite
that's
one.
what they were trying to get back to.
Yeah, and the 2021 is the first run Raptor. And we will be doing a sale that if you buy 2 of the fourth run Raptors, we'll actually give you a first run.
Ooh.
Because we have quite a few first runs still.
Oh, wow.
So you'll be able to see them side by side.
I was just digging through discs the other day. I was like, oh, Captain's Raptor.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown this in a while.
Yeah, they are beefcake.
Yeah.
I have the silver one in my bag.
Okay.
It's like a gray with a silver stamp, and then I have a silver Harvey on it.
Yeah.
And it's my go-to like skip or get around a corner disc.
Yeah.
I don't throw it outside of that.
Right on.
Because I can't. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have maybe like a hacking forehand, you know?
Yeah.
Just to like make it move, but I don't know, it's not that stable, but it's pretty darn stable. So, yeah, but those should be coming out, and we do have them on the docket to be purchased. I'm pretty sure the order has been put in. If it's not, it will be put in. So we'll be getting in on all those. But I'm excited to see the putters. The putters it's just such a hard thing because like the EMAC judges and like I'm trying to think of some big putters that have come out, like the Swan Reborn, you know, like when they retooled the Swan or when they retooled the Cenis or, you know, like they never really hit very well.
I think for putters, I think when Discmania re-released the P2, like when they, you know, that was big.
Yeah.
Like once, because they were making their old molds, like that's a big deal.
Yes.
So that was a pretty.
I do remember that. That was a good drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had but that was also during kind of the shortage time.
True.
Where you couldn't really get discs.
Yeah.
And then they released the P1, and that was a pretty good release as well.
Yeah, it's decent.
And then what was the one? Wasn't there a special putter that it was either Eagles putter or
Oh, the Rainmaker.
Rainmaker? Yeah,
And they don't make those anymore either.
No. Yeah.
So
And those went well too.
yeah.
Those went well. So yeah, I guess. I mean, it can. I guess. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm never enthusiastic or hopeful for Ricky drops because they've never gone well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of hype behind the disc, and it seems like a pretty cool putter, but people just don't change their putters very often.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess prove me wrong. I mean, I'd be happy if you did.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. So, do you have any other concerns or questions or things? Because I have one other thing, but just with the switch of Ricky to Discraft, you have any other like feelings about it?
Feelings about it.
Feelings.
No, the only feeling I have is that he's got enthusiasm going for him. Like he is putting out he's been putting out a lot of videos with Discraft within the past, like, you know, short time. Relatively, right. He's put out probably 4 or 5 videos. I just watched one last night where he got his first ace. I think that came out like 2 days ago or whatever. But he seems to be really enjoying throwing the discs. And I think anytime anybody gets a new disc, obviously that's the feeling you get. You're like, oh man, this disc's the best. This is great. Yeah. And he's really learning to love the Venom. And I think he did did he do a putter only? Like he was throwing the zone, banger zone, a lot. So, yeah, that's what I have. Like, I'm just like kind of scared for the competition,
Right.
and it's fun to see enthusiastic Ricky out there. Not that he wasn't, but
He
was
kind of
just
went
'cause-
silent during that last year.
yeah,
Even with his winning and everything, he wasn't
no,
like, even with the general dropping, he didn't really like do much behind that as well to
No.
really hype that up. But you're right. How do you think that the dynamic of him and Paul being on the same team is? And he's even throwing, I mean, he's throwing some of Paul's discs.
he is. He's talking about throwing the Luna.
Yeah.
I think in the Warebox, or I was gonna say Warebox, the warehouse video, he picked up a Kratos.
Yeah, Kratos, and I want to say it was an Onyx he picked up as well.
Yes, I think so.
And then a Malta.
Yeah, I think you're right. Which is a
And a
disc
Zeus,
and
of course.
Yeah, right. Because on Staggered Stance, he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to be." He was talking about beating Macbeth with his own discs.
Yeah.
And so he thought that was pretty fun. I don't think there's much of a rivalry with them anymore. I don't think there's any bad blood. You know, not since the days where Paul was like, "Oh, he can't
Close.
He can't close."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's far behind, and I think that's just a sign of. I don't know if it's maturing, but definitely more of a not more of a respect thing, because I think Paul always kind of respected Ricky, but there's just something that it's dwindled.
Yeah.
The rivalry has just kind of fizzled a little bit.
Yeah. I would like to see it come back a little bit.
It'd be fun if
They could play off each other,
yes,
it would be amazing to
especially
see
if
that.
they're on the same card with each other.
Yeah.
If-
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and even just making videos back and forth where it's kind of like those underhanded comments where, like, well, this is actually how you throw a raptor or a venom or a Zeus or,
Right.
you know, like, this is how the Luna is actually meant to be thrown, you know? Or could you imagine Paul, AB, and Ricky doing the Luna challenges?
Oh yeah,
Like, that would be phenomenal.
that
to
would be
watch.
pretty interesting.
You know, and then they had, I think he picked up the cicada as well, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
So he has quite a few of them. I don't know what's going to officially land in his bag, but I'm interested to see that. And if he wins, if he doesn't call out that, like, yeah, well, Paul, you know, I beat you with your own disc. Like, if he doesn't say that, he's missing so much branding opportunity there. Like, I would love to see that.
I guess we're gonna have to rename the Luna, or you know, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, well, this is no longer the Macbeth line. This is the Ricky line
Yeah.
now. Oh, the Ricky line Luna. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there to dig up some fun marketing. And it doesn't have to be real. It doesn't have to be real at all. I mean, it can be like stupidly exaggerated too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it would still be fun to see. So I had one more question, but I forgot what it was.
Okay.
About the whole Ricky thing.
Oh, Ricky, I don't you're listening to this, but anybody that you need to put an intro to your videos.
On Ricky's videos?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just because he just gets right into it. And, you know, watching some of these other videos, Robbie C or anybody else, they always like, well, here's what I'm doing today. Then they get into a, you know, kind of an
Yeah.
intro thing. I don't mind him like going right into it, but I think there's an opportunity to have the Raptor logo pop up and like it like do some kind
I
of
see. Yeah, yeah,
animation
yeah.
thing, and then going into the, you know, it turning into the R, and then
Yeah.
going like Ricky Wysocki or Ricky or something, and
Yeah.
then fade and
Yep.
Gosh, I just gave you a whole idea.
I know. Shout out. I don't know. I think it would be, if he listens, he's probably pissed at us anyways because of how I talk crap about him. But, and it's not like I said, it's not about him. It's about marketing choices. Like,
Yeah, it is.
You know, but nevertheless, I would agree. He is kind of low key, kind of still like, let's just make some content, just push content out there. I think he's now to a celebrity that probably requires him to put a little more effort into these videos. I think
Yeah.
you're right. So and so I hate to say this. No, I don't hate to say this. I can't hold engagement with him when I watch YouTube. And YouTube's like the one social media style thing that I never got rid of. And that's like we talked about it last podcast where that's how I get all of my entertainment. And when I see a Ricky video, like I'm kind of excited, but also like I'm pretty easy to scroll by because they don't grab me, you know?
Yes.
And I think that's part of it. There's no like hook. There's no, this is what we're doing now. Stay tuned. And then when you're into it, I mean, it's like, he seems like a super awesome dude. Like love to hang out with him, like that type of stuff. But his content isn't awesome, you know? And it's probably a lot like if I put out content, like probably wouldn't be great. You know, like I don't have that type of like enthusiasm. No Ryan Trahan, you know, like it's just a dude, but that's him too. He's a really fun dude. But it doesn't come across well in videos. I don't know if that's just me or not.
He needs to do some like challenges or something.
Yes.
In his videos, like something.
He's just straight up play.
Yeah. That's
Like,
what
I'm just
it
going
is.
to throw things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, I don't know.
Anywho,
By the way, Ryan Trahan, probably one of my favorite YouTubers.
Ryan Trahan.
Yeah, you've never heard of Ryan Trahan?
I don't know.
He's a dude that took the penny around he took a penny to meet Mr. Beast.
Okay.
Like that's kind of how he started his whole thing. Like he went across the country with a penny.
Yeah.
And to meet Mr. Beast, but it was like a really giant penny. It was really good. It was really good.
Well, that's funny.
But he has this very unique, and it's a style that a lot of people are copying now.
Okay.
There's this one girl on YouTube that like Ryan Trahan puts up a video and she does the exact same thing, almost mirrors the thumbnails
Really?
and everything. And she's pretty big too, but she does almost the exact same thing. Oh. And she's she's a pretty famous YouTuber because she lived in like a YouTuber house.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, one of those deals.
Yeah.
So anyways, but it's fun to watch what he does. And then how everybody starts to pick up on it. Like he's one of those trendsetters as far as.
Okay.
But he's the one that had the little mic. He started with the little mic where you're talking to the little mic. You know,
Yeah.
you see a lot of YouTubers now where they'll hold the little mic talking into it. He's the one that started that.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I think he's the one that started that. But anyways, so I guess how did we get there?
We were just talking about Rick.
Just random. Oh, Rick.
Yeah.
Rick and okay.
And
Ryan
content,
and
yeah.
content. Yeah. So there you go. Go watch Ryan Trahan and see what he does. That'd be fun to translate into disc golf. I don't know how you do it, but so all right. Anything else? Oh, let's talk about Macy Valadias.
Yeah.
So interesting. She signed with Didi again.
Yes.
Interesting in two parts. I don't want to get too much into the whole bankruptcy thing
Yeah.
or venture capitalism, but DD is supposedly no longer going to exist, but they're still signing people. Mm-hmm. So
Very much so.
let's talk Macy Valadias. That is a very interesting one because, and I firmly stand on the fact that I did not take this stance, but everybody was saying that they let her go. She was pregnant because
Right.
she was pregnant, and she kind of felt slighted.
Yes. That was a bit of it because she wasn't going to be able to tour full time.
Yeah.
So like, well, if you can't tour full time, we're not gonna pay you full time player money.
Yep. And reasonably, like I don't think that's too unreasonable to think that way.
No.
So I see it as Macy coming back. So there was obviously someone has left, or what was made into a mountain was actually a molehill in
Yeah.
that whole situation.
Right. Because she ended up signing with DGA for the year, which is interesting. Why you wouldn't go back to DGA?
Right.
You know,
Because they're the ones that took you on when you couldn't do anything.
right?
Because you're a fresh mom. Because she played a couple while she was pregnant.
She did, yeah.
Pretty pregnant. Mm-hmm. And then obviously stopped, had the baby, and really didn't show up for any more tours. Any more.
She might have played one, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, she played a couple right away in the beginning, and then that was pretty much it. I think.
Yeah. And I mean, rightfully so. Like she just pushed a human out of her
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Stop.
Yeah, we'll just right there.
Like cutting the umbilical cord. We're just gonna stop right there.
Yeah, we'll stop it. So, so interesting. What do you think? What's the speculation? Why'd she go back to Dee?
I honestly, I thought she would feel so spurned or burned by them by not taking, not giving her that deal. Because she just kind of said she decided not to go back to DGA, so something happened there as well.
Right.
But it's like the Parker Welk situation. He reached out to Dee and was like, "Hey, I'm looking to." I mean, I talked about this, and he got a contract within 2 days. So maybe it's just one of those things where she didn't have anything to fall back on,
Right.
And she's like, "Well, I was with Dee. Maybe I can reach back out to them." And they're like, "Well, we kind of want to have more players on our roster just to make it look like we're not doing
Yeah. We can't pay you.
Yeah. So it's a weird situation for both parties.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it very much as being something that was blown out of proportion on
DD's side.
Dee Dee's side.
Yeah.
And I think also, and I can't, because it was her that kind of blew it out of proportion on her side with her post that she did, if I remember rightly.
It was pretty lengthy. I remember.
Was.
Yeah.
And it was very, I wouldn't call it accusatory, but very circumstantial, maybe is the best word I could say.
Maybe.
I don't think she was saying they let her go, she was pregnant, but definitely that was kind of the main
implied.
focus.
Yeah.
It was very much implied. So why go back if you felt like you were so, like you said, and maybe there's a level of comfort there, maybe familiarity with discs and having the best chance to actually win.
I mean, she did play pretty well when she was with them.
She did very well.
Yeah.
I mean, she was up there in contention quite a bit. So we'll see if she comes back. I mean, like, who's it? Why can't I think of her name? Also DGA.
Katrina?
Katrina. Katrina came back. Her very first
She played the preserve.
tournament back. Didn't she win?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I swear. Or she was pretty darn close to it. Because I know that was the whole controversy
That could
and
be.
all that stuff.
Oh no, I remember seeing her pregnant playing at the preserve. I don't remember what the tournament was that she came back. It wasn't a pro tour one though. It was
No.
okay. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
yeah. That very well could be. She could have won.
Yeah.
After she came back. Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, like, I'd like to see her back, and I'd like to see her competing where she was. But, and I say this because I see my wife. It takes a long time to get back to where you were.
True.
After the 3, like,
Yeah, your body's just not snapping back.
no, it's not like pulling a quad and you're back on, a couple weeks. Like, it's months and months, if not years, to get yourself back. And it depends on your determination and how well you took care of yourself and blah, blah, blah. You go on and on. But we'll see, man. I'm hoping the best for her. I don't know the length of contract. I just know that she's back. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about a length of
So I wonder if it's
contract at all.
just a single year, and then you'll see her switch again just to get some notoriety, get some wins under her belt. Or maybe that's the thing. No one wanted her to take the risk
That could
with
be.
the state of disc golf, and Dee was still there just to say, hey, yeah, we'll take you back on.
That could be. I'm curious. Is Dee going the Innova route? Are they just doing 1-year contracts? Is that
Could
the thing?
be.
I don't know if I've heard much about length out of any.
But no, Parker, I can't think of. No, Parker's was 2 years, wasn't it?
It could be.
Maybe I'm wrong. But so how about Sacred Discs now being molded by Gateway? Do you hear about that?
Oh no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I've heard some rumblings that Sacred Disc is now being molded by Gateway. And Nico is technically not with LSD anymore.
Right. Oh. Because I did see he signed with a shop in Missouri.
Yeah.
Where he's, But I guess that's kind of low key. Like
Yeah. Well, and he always kind of falls back to Gateway. It's his
True.
uncle, of course.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But we didn't see anything at LSD. And as a matter of fact, I'm interested to know if Lone Star is actually still a thing.
I mean, I'm sure the Ranger team is still a thing, and everything.
Yeah, of course it is.
But like, yeah, like Lone. I don't. Someone said that Freddie, is it Freddie Mesa? Is that his name? He's like one of the lone pros left on the team, because they really don't have anybody else.
They still got their team application up,
Okay.
and they're still releasing discs. Jeez, the Enterprise, the Tex, the Cactus, the Bash, the Trinity, the Yellow Rose, and the Prickly Pear.
Yeah, I've heard of the prickly pear.
Yeah. The Enterprise sounds interesting. It's a 12.6 neg 2.2. That seems pretty neat.
Oh, that's like Wild Honey.
Yep.
Numbers. Yeah.
You got to pee again? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, so their team page does not exist.
What?
Their team
Really?
page, yep. Team LSD does not exist.
Wow.
So 2024 team applications are live. And then it says 2025 team applications are live. So it says they're still doing it. They have 3 team levels: Touring, Founders, Lieutenant, and Ranger.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go. So they are still a thing. We haven't even seen any order forms or anything or nothing come through. So
Crazy.
yeah, it's weird. All right. Anything inspirational? I know you got to pee.
Oh, hold
Or
on.
anything last to leave us with.
Oh no, there's Chandler Kramer signed with Gateway,
Yep.
and I think he re-signed with Hooligan. He was with them, and then signed on to Left West Side.
Yep. Yep.
That was sad. I
Yeah.
don't know what's gonna happen there.
West Side.
West Side.
I'm wondering if she has something else or if she just decided to part ways.
You know, we saw her at a couple stops last year, and then she kind of fell off the face of the planet.
Yep.
And that's when everybody's like, Emily Weatherman, we love you. Like, she kind of took
sure.
over as like
Yep.
the darling of the
Yep.
Pro Tour a little bit, like took that role. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if she just kind of sticks closer to home and plays A tiers or, events that are coming that way.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's a good personality that
I think so.
somebody would want to pick her up and like support her out on tour.
I agree.
It's just surprising to me.
She's fun loving, she's quirky, she's different from disc golfers. Like she has an aura, like a different aura than
very much
others
so.
do. And I think it's a good one. It's a like a very magnetic aura. You know, like
infectious.
people like her. Yeah. I mean, so hopefully, well, I don't know, like personally on tour if people like her, but as a fan, it's very infectious. So I like it. I mean, I hope I see her get picked up by somebody, and hopefully it's somebody that keeps her on tour.
Yeah.
I think she's only good for the tour.
Be interesting if somebody like MVP.
I could see her fitting there. Like personality wise, MVP seems like a good fit to me.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't like, if I were to just like based off of Thought Space
Yeah.
is the only other one I was
Sure.
thinking of.
Or maybe it's somebody smaller like a Gateway or an AGL or
Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Why do you laugh when you say that?
But I think it's just funny that you said that when I brought up like a smaller company and you're like, Prodigy.
Prodigy.
But you guys did get a lot of Prodigy discs in.
We did. So we got a 1-for-1 buyback. So they took all of our old stuff, and then we sweetened the pot a little bit. We purchased a few more,
Okay.
like some of the Fractal stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
So or Spectrum? No, Fractal.
No, it is Fractal,
Yes,
I think.
And
Wow, that's my stuff.
was that a belly?
Yeah.
That was a belly. Wow.
That was great.
If you heard what sounded like a dog whimper, it was
That was me.
Definitely JP's belly. So, all right. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, real cool.
Oh, you do have more. Holy moly. You must not have to pee very bad.
Well,
Should we just keep the mic on while you go pee?
bring in the bathroom. Hey, guys.
This is me talking
Yeah.
here.
Real quick, just a couple.
Okay.
Shelly Sharp was happening
Ooh,
this
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
And
Which, for those of you that don't know, Shelly Sharp is the memorial, and the memorial is Shelly Sharp.
yeah.
Essentially.
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 Right.
They play the same courses.
Yeah, it is. So, spoiler alert. Terry Miller is going to have coverage. He's out of the country
Ooh,
right now.
T-Dog? Okay.
He is. He's still over in Thailand.
Is he doing the Samui Swine?
Yeah, I think that happened last week or the week before. Philo ended up, I think, winning it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
He's not just a pretty voice.
But so they are going to have coverage. He's got a team there and everything. So if you don't want to hear results right now, or you plan on watching it later,
Earmuff it.
You can, yeah. Ricky won. He beat AB by 2 strokes. He's 32 down. AB is 30 down. Adam Hammes 23 down. Let's see, Drew Gibson 21 down. Let's see, Tristan Tanner 14 down. Parker Welk 14 down.
These are all good names up there.
Luke Humphreys 10 down. I mean, there's some Jacob Cupcake 7 down. So I mean, there's a decent. Aaron Gossage 4 down. So there's some good competition out that way. And then taking it down for the FPO was Jen Allen. Mm-hmm. She had 19 down, and she beat Katrina Allen
Really?
by 4 strokes at 15 down.
So the Allen sisters.
Yes, the Allen sisters. You wouldn't know it, but yeah, closely related.
Yeah. There's a very, very deep familial resemblance between the two of them.
Yeah. Yes.
They look so much alike.
And then,
So for all the new disc golfers, and if you're listening to us, we know they're not sisters.
Yes, we do. Yeah, absolutely. But it's a fun joke to make.
Yeah. But is it that fun if we have to explain it?
I guess, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's fun for us.
Yeah. And then Wintertime Open happened, which was, Paul used to go out and play that a lot. Cam Rico ended up winning it for the MP40s. Weird. Like, they don't have MPO.
You talking Bam Rico or?
It says Cam Rico. Cam. Let me just look at. Yeah. Oh, that is MPO, but it said MP40 before. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
And then Owen took it down for.
Oh, there she
FPO.
is. There you go.
Yep. So that's it for some tournament
All right.
coverage.
So we do got 1 on the books for Discraft, total wins, right? And then that's it. Just 1 out of both those tournaments, because the other one's Legacy. If it's a Rico, guaranteed it's a Legacy. Speaking of Legacy, I just wanted to talk about them because no one ever talks about them.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Oh, I thought you had something more to say.
No, that's it.
Speaking of
Legacy,
I thought you had something
There you go.
juicy to share.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I mean, Bam and Steve are really cool. I've played with them both, and they're really nice guys. They are hilarious, by the way.
Okay.
They run with like a little crew there. It's so funny when they show up to tournaments. They're really cool. But yeah, that's that. All right, here we go. Inspirational or thought-provoking? Anything for us?
Always watch where you walk.
Oh, because I had dog poop?
Oh, yeah. That and ice this time of year for us.
Oh, for sure, Z's.
Speaking of dog poop,
Good, I'm glad. Okay, let's hear it.
the dog took a poop in our house today.
Oh,
Because
did you step in it?
No.
Oh.
But the snow was too deep, and he couldn't get to his spot like normal.
Yeah.
And he was whimpering all day.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I took him outside. He went pee fine.
Yeah.
And he's sitting waiting, and then all of a sudden I was watching TV. Alyssa's doing laundry, and she walks out of the laundry room, and she's like, "Oh my God." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Were you not right here? He just pooped." I was like, "Are you serious?" I looked down, and it's like, pile here, pile here, pile
Oh, one of the ones where he's like trying not to, but he's doing
Yeah,
it
she's
anyways.
like, he just held it in all day. She's like, he probably just couldn't hold it in any longer.
Yeah.
I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
So now I have to go tomorrow and
Shovel
shovel
a
out a
path.
little path for him to get to his spot. And all
Well,
that.
think about it. Like, if your winker was hanging there when you had to poop and you stuffed it in snow, you wouldn't want to.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I would. Nope. We have to do that too. We have to clear out spots for our dogs. Most of them don't care, but we have a little miniature pincher,
Yeah.
and he disappears in this much snow. Like literally disappears in
Right,
this
right.
much snow. So we have to clear out spots for him.
Oh,
so,
man.
all right, we can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are.
Whoa.
Guess the author,
We
the
can't
person that said it.
come.
We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are.
Is it like JFK or someone like that?
Oprah. There you go. Oprah. All right. Well, you get a quote. You get a quote.
All right.
All right. There you go. All right. Anything else? Other than that, keep it subpar and deuces in the toilet. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, tell your friends. Throw iPads at people.
Whoa.
I didn't, for legal reasons, I did not tell you to do that if you did it. Bye.